Hey everyone, so this video is about the resources that I used to ace my SAT, and I will show you all the resources that I used during my preparations and show you where you can get those resources. And yes, hope it's helpful. So the very first resource that I used for my English section, which I think I struggled the most, and I think without this book I think I couldn't have learned all the grammar rules or all the tips and tricks that are required for the grammar section or in total the English section. So this book is this one right here. It is the Erica L. Meltzar SAT grammar book. So this book has all the grammar sections starting from the punctuations to the verb, tenses, form structures, everything. It also has notes about the transitions and the types of transitions, continuers, contradictors, or adding additional information transitions. So this book is definitely a great resource for this. And at the very beginning of this book, on this page, on the very beginning, on page 8 of this book, there is a SAT grammar cheat sheet. Here they've given a very important like tricks that you can apply in your grammar section, like the period is the same as the semicolon, and since the SAT is about only one correct answer, so when you see a semicolon and a full stop in two options, you can easily eliminate it, keeping in mind that it is not a complex series. So all those things are very well shown in this book. So definitely you can try this book out. You can find it online in Google, or you can just buy it from a near shop. And yes, so this is a very good book for the grammar section, and also some parts of the transitions. It's very good. So the second resource that I used was for the math mainly. I feel like this Khan Academy isn't that good or prominent for the English section. The level of difficulty that they give for English isn't that much similar to the ones you will receive on the main test day. But yes, this is not so bad if you just want to clear out the concepts for maths. It discusses all the sections, first the algebra, then the problem solving and data analysis, then advanced math, geometry and trigonometry. But I don't really recommend going through the English much. It will give you fake confidence, which you wouldn't want on the main exam, because the difficulty are not that up to the mark. It's quite easy, most of the questions, and they're very short. If this is the size of the passage, if like in the main exam you receive 4 or 5 lines of options only, in this questions you might receive only 2 lines in the options. So let's just get into one of the sections and let's see how they've given. So let's say we're going into solving linear equations. So they have given all the explanations, they've given videos, and at the end they give a few practice questions. You can just try them out for basic clearing. So they give the module like all types of algebraic solutions, how to factor, how to solve like this things, negative is positive sort of things, all the basic concepts they provide you with. And if you go to the next part, let's say, okay, let's get into advanced math. Let's say get into radicals and rational exponents. See, they're defining everything, which one is the base exponent. They explain it from the very basic. So if you can like use it according to your need, if you need that much basic explanation, you can use it that way. if you don't need that much basic explanation, you can just like use it, um, use it the way you want to, just clear out all the doubts you have. Or sometimes we tend to forget some common maths like concepts or formula, just use it for that kind of use. And yes, so after you have grinded out all the concepts, you have worked hard, and you have like now grasped everything you need to. After that, you need to test your skills, and for that reason, this is your best friend, like just your best friend. So you will search Satsut question bank and get to the second resource, not the first one, the second one. You'll enter it. So let's enter. So you will get a screen like this, give find questions, and over here you will see you have to select the assessment, which is SAT, and you can select which section you want to. Let's say reading and writing this time. And there are 4 sections in the digital SAT for under the English section, 4 skills that they test, and you will enter one of them, enter, and then you will see all the questions. You can use this arrow to move through each section, like each part. There are 48 parts here, and in total 478 questions. But under that information and idea section, you again have 3 different sections. So if you want to, let's say, test command and evidence, you have selected that. And then if you want to select difficulty, there are all the difficulties. Easy and medium is just to keep in the rhythm, because in the main exam it's going to be more or less the hard questions. In module 1 you will receive like 14 to 15 easy or medium level questions, but the rest 10-12 in module 1 are hard or slightly medium. But if you have done very good, like not making more than 1 or 2 mistakes in module 1, when you go to module 2, what happens is the difficulty rises and peaks. Like you'll barely find an easy question. All 27 questions might be hard, just giving a few like hard medium questions, 3-4 in between. So you would mostly want to do hard questions, and just keep a few questions, like there are 98 questions, at least try to do 60 or 65 of them, and keep 30 questions or 25 questions just in case you might need to repeat for a second or third time. And let's enter a question here. Let's this one. So this is a question, this is the explanation, and this is the options. So you can just test it like this, try out your skills, different components, try out. And here there is an option, exclude active questions. This means active questions are the ones that College Board has released in an app, which I'm just coming next, that is Bluebook. Bluebook is one app which you used to give the exam on the main test day, where your questions are given by College Board, and it is also where you can find official practice tests. The whole question you will get, like there are 7 practice tests, 7 or 8, and those you will give 1 or 2 each 2 weeks, or 1 week or 3 weeks, and at least give 4 to 5 before your main exam, keeping 1 or 2 as said before for in case situation. And those are mainly to test your progress after each 1 or 2 weeks, like if your score is increasing or it's decreasing. And once you realize are they increasing or decreasing, don't just keep it there. Of course, don't keep it there. You have to work on each section, why those sections are decreasing. So that is my third resource. So now comes the final, and I guess after the question bank, the most important resource, which is Bluebook. First, this is what you will use on exam day to give your exam, and second, it is where you will get a progress overview when you take the full-length practice test, like as you can see here. So I'll give full-length practice. They take you to a screen like this, and you will give SAT and select practice test. So there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. The essay is not something which students give nowadays, it's not applicable anymore. So let's select one, let's select this one, and we'll give next, and it will download the question for us. Let's see. Okay, so these are just the guidance. So just like in the exam, they will do this, and yes, so you can just select the option. There are many tools. You can mark for review, you can cross out options clicking on these things or undo them. There are highlighting options, many types of options you have. If you select this, you can just like highlight this like this by selecting this option. So yes, and you will also use the what I call is the exam overview section, where you can go from question to question, and you can just use these options, select options. So yes, this is how you can give, and the timing is going here. I think in the exam hall, if you're nervous, hide the time, but I don't suggest it because you might take away too much time for each question. So there are 27 questions and 32 just even in your main exam as well. And more or less, yeah, those are all the things. These are the directions. You don't need those marked for review so that you can come back. So yes, that is your practice exam, the full practice exam research, which also you will use on the main exam. And this is almost the graphic that you will receive on the exam date as well. So yes, you utilize this well, and after each practice test, see where you went wrong and where you went right. Even if you do a question right, review that. So yeah, so now I'm just giving a summary of all the 4 things I've just spoken about till now. The SAT is a exam against time. It is um, testing your test taking abilities, and it won't come that easily. The score you want will not come that easily, and you'll have to grind. You'll have to grind very hard, and each day allocate 10 to 20 hard questions, 10 medium questions, a few 4 or 5 easy questions, just to keep in the rhythm for each different part. 10 hard questions for evidence based, 10 for information ideas, 10 for the grammar part, 10 for transformations, that's it. 10 for the statistics part. So for every section you need to have specific plans each day. Today we will cover this 3 sections, tomorrow we'll cover those 4 sections. In the SAT, it's not always about the complete picture. It's about building one skill at a time, and for that you need to practice a lot. A lot means a lot, and just only grinding questions is not enough. When you make a mistake, read the description given in the question bank and see through that why you made the mistake, why are these mistakes occurring continuously, and what you can do to improve them. I myself am an international student from Bangladesh, and English is definitely the hardest section for me because that's not a language that I have been using from childhood. So I had to grind a lot of questions, a lot of practice tests, try out different skills, different techniques. If I'm trying this technique, I'm shifting to a different one next week or next day itself. And it took me 1 month of solid preparation to increase that 560 in my first attempt to a 710 in the second attempt. So it won't come easy, but yeah, I will be bringing in solutions of some hard maths and English questions. I would want to show how to approach those type of hard questions, and I would also bring videos on how to approach each different section on the digital SAT. So I hope it will be helpful. Yeah, stay tuned for the next video. Peace.